Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for some golf. My name's John McCarthy. So glad you could join us, and I can't wait to get things started here on the TGC Network. We are just about to begin our 6th event of the season. Let's get down to that first hole and pick up on the action. And there you have it, folks. First drive of the event. And this shot's looking promising. Okay, and from 125 yards out. This could be good. It's heading for the green here. This puts about 3 feet away. And that one will go for birdie. And starting the round off with a birdie is not a bad plan. And the wind could come into play on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. And that couldn't have been the intended result on that approach. And the wind getting the better of that shot. This one's about 7 feet away. Ooh, that was very close. And this putt is for bogey. And after that hole, he will go up to even par. And now setting up for the par 4. And some serious power involved in a drive like this. And hitting from 195 yards out. Well, looks like this might be heading for some trouble. And I think he's going to like that. And this putt to save par. And that putt drops. And after that hole, he will stay at even par. And next up is a par 4, folks. This about a few feet from the cup. And he's got to move down in the standings after that hole. And here we are on the 5th. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. And this next shot is from above the hole. It looks like a 7-iron. Now he's on the green, time for putting. And this one's for birdie. Ooh, that looked good. And after that hole, 1 over for the day. And he's also tied for 9th place on the leaderboard. And unfortunately, he has ended up in the water. And I'm not quite sure here. It could end up in the fairway, though. And this one's ended up in the rough, but it was hit from some much gnarlier rough. This one's about 3 feet away. Finishing this hole with a solid putt. And in today's event, thus far, the score to beat is even par. And let's see what the 7th hole has in store today. Here's a 9-iron. No, I don't think they meant to do that on the approach. And that's been the trend for him today, unfortunately. Finding it hard to hit those greens. And to save par. Ooh, unfortunate. This putt's looking to be about 2 feet. And so far today, the score to beat is even par. And next up, we have a par 5 hole. Wow, there is some serious power behind this drive, folks. And about 13 feet away here. For the bird. And after that hole, 3 over for the event. And now the 9th hole. Well, I think this one's going to find short grass. Okay, and about 145 yards left. And going with the 9 iron. And I think he will like that. Whoa! And holing that one out with the chip. Very nicely done. And currently sitting at +2 for the day. And let's see what the 10th has in store. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. Now let's see what happens here. Setting up above the hole. This is heading towards the green. And this putt's for birdie. Solid putt. And he's moving on up on the leaderboard after that hole. And moving on to the 11th hole. And ladies and gentlemen, that was a poor approach. A bit too much club on that one. And to save par. And this putt is for bogey. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And after that one, sitting at 2 over for the day. And that also translates to him being tied for 8th on the leaderboard. Pretty sure he's going to like that one. Probably not that happy about that one. All right, now setting up in the sand trap. And about 4 feet from the cup. Ooh, and that was very close. And this putt for double bogey. And a good putt. And as we look at the leaderboard, current leader sits at 1 under. Yeah, this is looking fairway bound. And about 205 yards to the pin. And looks like a 6-iron. Very well played golf shot. Hitting this par 5 and 2, it's going to set up some serious possibilities. This one's about a 7-footer. For the birdie. And currently sitting at 3 over for the day after that hole. And setting up now on the 14th hole. I think he's yard marker. And that approach is on the green, and lengthy putt in the near future. And this putt's about a 2-footer here. And after that hole, +3 on the day. And moving on to the 15th here. And he's got to be happy with that. Nothing wrong with that. And with that, he is on the dance floor. And this putt is for birdie. And the putt will drop. And 2 over for the day after that hole. And now setting up on this par 3. And here's the 6 iron. And I don't think that was the intended result for that approach shot. And about 17 feet to the cup. And that one's going to go for par. And they'll stay right there at 6th place in the standings after that hole. And now getting ready to tee off on this par 3. And going with the 6 iron. Well, this is definitely heading towards the green. "22 feet to the cup." Ooh, and it just misses. Now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And he's going to move up in the standings after that hole. Teeing it up here on the 18th. And I think he's going to like that. Okay, and hitting this par 5 in 2 is going to set up some definite eagle possibilities. And just missing that eagle, that could have been a huge 2 strokes off of their scorecard, but that's how it goes. And ladies and gentlemen, as his event comes to an end, he's finishing up here, ranked number 4 in the field. Well, that is all for us here at the TGC Network. We thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy, and we are about to play some golf here on the TGC network. Today we have a single round event and we are ready to go. Let's get down to that first tee now. Going with the 4-iron here. Poor luck on that approach shot. And that's to be expected, unfortunately, in a wind like this. And this putt could save par. Oh, that was so close. This putt's about a 2-footer. And starting the day off at 1 over. And now let's see what this second hole has in store. Yeah, I think this one's going to find the fairway. Looks like he's going through some trees. From 245 yards out. Well played, and hitting this par 5 and 2 is going to set up some nice eagle opportunities here. Ooh, just missing here. Oh my goodness, just missed. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And +1 on the day after that hole. And now let's move to the third hole. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. And from 160 yards out. Going with the 8-iron here. And I think he will be pleased with that. And this is for birdie. And from that length, that is a feat to accomplish. And after that one, he's going to go down to even par. All right, here's the fourth hole. And he won't be too pleased with that. He's got to be pleased with that. And this one's a 9-footer. And that one drops for the birdie. And that hole is going to allow him to move up in the standings. And now setting up for this par 5. And that was quite a display of power there. And about 205 yards to go. Going with the 4-iron here. And not the best approach shot. Just too much club. And this putt's for birdie. And that putt will drop. And with that, he will move up and into the top spot on the leaderboard.
In our groove again, hopefully. 11 down.
Going with the 6-iron. And this
That
one's
should
definitely
be
heading towards the
fairly
green.
decent. Perhaps a touch aloft.
And about 18 feet to the cup. And tapping in for the par. And after that one, he's still holding on to the first place spot. And teeing off on this next hole. Wind could be an issue on to find out.
Oh, nasty swing line. We do get a fairly decent kick. I thought we were going in that bunker that's just to the
probably
right
like that.
for sure.
And about 250 from the pin.
A lucky kick, so we do get away with that one. That needs to check up. No, that's just going to run.
And that is some fantastic club work on this par 5 green, hitting it in 2. Ooh, inches away.
And you've got to believe this is going to be another bird.
And the eagle.
Birdie.
And today, currently sitting at 3 under par. And now the 8th hole.
And that's in the sea.
Oh, unfortunate. He's ended up in the water.
There's no way known that was a far. And again, another fast. And what should have been an easy hole has turned fairly nasty.
And this putt's right around 2 feet. And he's going to stay right there where he was on the leaderboard. No change in the ranking. Okay, and on to the 9th. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. And hitting from 195 yards out. And this is a 4-iron. And this one's heading towards the green.
And
I apologize, we've actually ended up in the rough.
Kicks on the green.
And this is to save par. Oh my gracious.
And we're going another bogey.
And this for the bogey. And that one's going to put him up to even par. And setting up for the par 5 hole. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. And from here, about 210 yards to the pin. Might be a bit too much club on this one. Yeah, that's not what you want for your approach. Too much club on that one.
You're gonna get a smack in a minute, buddy. Oh, yes you are.
This putt's for birdie. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. Okay, and he's still in first place, ladies and gentlemen. And now teeing off on the par 5. And look at this drive. Go! Going for days. And he'll be happy with that.
see what we've got here. Gotta believe D-loft in this is the better play.
This looks like around a 4-footer, I'd say. Ooh, and that one's very, very close. Yes, about 3 feet to the cup from here. And that putt's going to drop for the bogey. And after that hole, that's going to put him up to even par. And that means he's first overall on the leaderboard. Let's see what the 12th has in store. And he's probably not happy with that. And that's a decent shot into the fairway with the green within reach. Let's see what happens. This one's about 6 feet away. And the par putt drops. And after that hole, he will remain at even par. And time for the 13th here. Here's a pitching wedge.
That's pushed it a heap more than I thought it would, but we are on, so...
I think you'll like that. And this one's for birdie. And this for the par. And that one will drop. And he's going to stay right where he is, even par after that one. Okay, let's see what this tee shot has in store on the 14th.
I reckon we can just about make this.
This one's looking pretty good so far.
It needs to get up that hill.
And you don't see someone drive the green on this par 4 every day. That was beautifully done. And folks, this is looking too good.
And that the eagle has landed.
And no change ranking-wise after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4. Okay, and from 150 yards out. Going with the 9-iron here.
Oh, that's in the bunker. Oh no, we actually get a half nice kick.
And just missing what could have been a very nice birdie. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And as we check the standings, he's still in first after that one. And now setting up on the 16th tee. Going with the 8-iron. And I think you'll like that. 22 feet to the cup. Oh, and just doesn't want to drop. And it's time to take a peek at the leaderboard. And he's still at the top of the leaderboard after that one. And let's see what the 17th has in store. I think we'll find some fairway here. From 130 yards. And he's on the green. Putter's coming out. And about 7 feet to go here. Ooh, and just inches away from greatness.
And I've got to stop doing these silly shots where I'm just missing. Way overcompensating.
And a nice putt there. And after that hole, he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard. And now, teeing up for the final hole of the round. I think that's the 4-iron.
And that's gone. What?
And this one is on the green with a lengthy putt ahead. And this next putt for a 69 on the final round. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And he's done it, folks. This event is over, and he has wound up on the top of the leaderboard, #1, folks. And that's gonna do it for the broadcast here today, folks. From myself and
Give me a
all
moment,
our
guys. I just
people
quickly
here at
gotta
the
go to the
TGC
toilet.
Network. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
And I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. But when Mother Nature calls, you got to do what you got to do. Alrighty, let's see what the designer's got for us this time.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy. So glad you could join us for this event here on the TGC Network. We are here ready to kick off our 8th event of the season. It is beginning now. Let's get down to that first hole. From 145 yards out. And this one's for birdie. And a decent little putt there.
And we do
And
open with a
currently
nice
sitting
little
at
bird.
1 under for the day. And setting up for the par 3 hole. And looks like a 6-iron. Okay, he's putting now. And about 7 feet to go here. And that putt will drop for birdie.
And that's another nice little birdie.
He's sticking to the same position he was at after that hole. And now teeing off on the par 5. Well, so far so good for this one.
Right. Had that have actually went straight, we may have very well made the green, but I reckon why that ball's in this pin could be questionable.
And this putt's for birdie.
Oh no, that's fine.
Ooh, it looked close. Just
And that's going to go a mile.
And about 4 feet from the cup. And that one will drop. And he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard after that hole. And teeing off on this par 3. And here's the 6 iron. And nothing wrong with that shot. 12 feet to go here. For the birdie. And after that one, 3 under for the day. And teeing off on this par 4. And this drive could go on for days, folks. This is some serious power. And this for the birdie.
I mean, we're going to pick up
6 feet
another
to go
par.
here.
And I actually really
Finishing
question
this
that,
hole out
because
with
there's
a
no way
solid
that
putt.
wind should have held up that pitch.
And after that hole, he's still in first place. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. Okay, and from 200 yards away. Going with the 3 iron. And this putt is for birdie. And after that one, 4 under is the score for the day. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. And a promising looking shot here.
should,
From
in
here, about
theory, be able to get this
225 to the
hopefully
pin.
close.
And here's a 3 iron.
And that's off.
And not the greatest approach shot there. And that's a little bit out of character. He's been pretty good with the green hitting today. It's about 6 feet to go here. Ooh, that one's, that's too bad. And this one's for the bogey.
Bogey.
Now let's see how things are shaping up on the leaderboard. And 3 under for the day after that one. And the 8th hole is next. And there was some serious
And
power
that's
involved in
bunkered.
this one.
Oh no, we get a lucky bounce, so...
And about 175 yards away here.
And that's just gonna
Well,
stay
that
out
shot's
there.
looking not too good. And he's taking this through some brush here. And not the greatest luck on that approach shot. Unfortunately, not enough club on that one. And with this, hopefully, they can save par. Nice little putt. And after that one, he's still managing to hold on to first place. And on to the 9th hole. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. Okay, about 185 yards to the pin. This is the 3. I think he'll be happy with that. And just missing. And this putt is essential to save par. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And after that hole, 3 under on the day. And on to the 10th hole here. And look at this drive, just screaming off the club face. Ooh, looks like he's going through the branches here. And I doubt he's very happy about that shot.
There's no chance of getting out of there.
That lie is going to be much easier than the last one. And it's probably not too pleased with
falling
that.
apart now.
And that one appears to have gone right back into the rough. Not sure what the thought process was behind that.
And in the bunker we go, of course.
Let's see how they get out of this one.
I'll be honest, some of his ideas for courses are great, and then some he just has really stupid ideas on holes for.
Ooh, that was very close. This putt's looking to be about 2 feet. And unfortunately, he falls out of first after that
hole.
And now, the 11th hole. Okay, about 165 yards to the pin. And going with the 6-iron. And I think he will like that. Setting up here for a 37 feet putt.
Oh, that's too much.
And it looks like this putt just went clean off the green.
And that's coming right back to me.
Setting this one up on the green side rough. This putt's about 7 feet to the cup. And a nice putt. I'm currently sitting at 5 over for the day after that hole. And that also means that he is tied for 12th place. And I think he's overshot the green. Missing the approach on that one. I think the wind got the best of that.
And that's another one of those.
25 feet from the cup. Oh my goodness, close, very close, but no cigar. And this putt's about a 2-footer here. And that hole is going to result in him moving down in the standings.
They're having a very rough game, this one.
Oh, and a very nice shot from the rough. This putt's about a 2-footer. And he is moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And the wind could be an issue here. Let's see how the tee shot goes.
And that's looking rough.
This one's right around 8 feet. And that'll drop the birdie. And after that one, currently sitting at 5 over for the day. And setting up now on the 15th. And nothing wrong with that shot. Well, this one looks like it's heading to the rough.
That's bunker. And now it's going to give me a crappy flop, which isn't the right shot. Okay.
Okay, and now let's take a peek and see what's happening on the leaderboard. And he's moving in the right direction, moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And he will like that. And about 9 feet to go here. And that one goes in for the bird. And now he finds himself tied for first. And now setting up on this par 3. And here's an 8 iron.
That's gonna be.
This one's looking a bit long, folks.
Look at that.
No, that could have been much worse. That'll work.
No, not really. It won't, because they should have rolled off.
And for the par. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And after that one, he's still tied for the top. And now teeing up for the final hole of the round. I think he'll like that. Nice shot. I think he'll like that.
Oh, come on.
And I think he'll like that. And this next putt for a final round 75. And that one will drop for birdie. And this event is over, and he will take it for himself, winding up number 1 out of all the rest of the field. Very good job. Well done to him. And with that, folks, our broadcast comes to an end, and we say goodbye to you. Thanks for tuning in.
And this is the last course from for this designer series anyway, Mark of Esteem. I will be back maybe later on today or tomorrow, depending on how the kids are. As you can hear, at least one of them's getting
Ladies and gentlemen,
really
welcome to you. My name is John McCarthy.
out of control at the moment. So
as we are just about to kick off our coverage of this event here on the TGC network. And I just want to thank you folks for sticking with us for the whole season here. It has been a distinct pleasure to be with you. Let's get this final round of the season underway, shall we?
And that's in the bunker. No, we avoid the bunker, so we do get lucky.
Fantastic. And hitting this par 5 in 2 is going to open up some real interesting possibilities.
Just hoping to get this one close.
And this for the birdie. And that one will
And
drop.
we do pick up the bird.
And after the first hole, starting the round at 1 under par. And now setting up on the par 3. Not the best approach shot we've seen today. I'm assuming the wind was a factor in that. And if this putt drops, they can save par. And a decent putt. And after that one, he's going to stay right where he was on the leaderboard. Now let's see what this third hole has in store.
Just got a bit unlucky there.
And that's safely back in the fairway. About 100 yards to the pin. And with that, he's on the green. And this one's for birdie. And that putt drops. And no change in his standings after that hole. And now we find ourselves at the fourth hole tee off. Going with the 6-iron. Pretty sure he's going to like that one. And this putt's for birdie.
We'll take the par.
And tapping in for the par. And no change for him leaderboard-wise after that hole. Okay, let's see what the fifth has in store for us. And this shot's looking promising. From 240 yards out. I think that's the hybrid. Fantastic work on this par 5, hitting the green in 2. So close. This one's about 3 feet from the cup. And currently sitting at 3 under for the day after that one. And now setting up for the par 4. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. And about 170 yards out. And going with the 7 iron on this one.
That should be half decent. Nope, rolled on a bit too much.
Well, the approach did find the green, but quite a long distance putt ahead. Ooh, that would have been good. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And he's gonna stick to first place after that one. And now teeing off on the par 3 hole. Going with the 8 iron here.
Ah, crap.
I think the 8 iron was a bit much on this one.
That isn't too bad.
Unlucky on that approach shot.
In a position to pick
Too
up
much
the par,
club.
hopefully. Well, that ain't happening. That needs it. And it runs on 10 miles. Like, that.
And to save par. Solid putt.
Exactly right.
And no change in
There's
his
gonna be
point
no golf
status
club
after that hole. And let's see what the 8th has in store
Anytime.
today. Ooh, look at that drive go. And about 200 yards to the pin.
That's too much. And in the bunker.
Now it's an unfortunate approach shot. Bit too much club on that. And that beauty little sand shot is going to put par very much on the table. Ooh, and it just misses.
And we are getting a bogey.
And this putt's right around 2 feet. And currently sitting at 2 under for the day. And now the 9th hole. And looks like a 6 iron.
And that went a mile. And off the green.
And that will not be on the green. Too much club. This one's about 7 feet away. Ooh, just missing here.
And we're getting another
And
bogey.
this putt is for bogey. And that one's right in the
We
cup.
were going along okay, still the last
And
two.
after that one, he's still in first place. And next up is a par 4, folks. And just launched this drive. From 140 yards out. And he's probably going to like that. And this putt is for birdie. And finishing this one with a good putt. And no change ranking-wise after that hole. And teeing off on this next hole, the wind could come into play. Let's find out. And about 14 feet to the cup. Oh, that's bad luck there. And for the par. And a good putt. And after that one, 2 under for the day. And now we find ourselves on the 12th. And from 150 yards.
And 95%.
And I think he will be happy with
Had we
that.
been 100%,
13
that
feet to
may
go
have
here.
very well been in. Or at least a bit closer, but...
Oh goodness, that was almost in. And now let's take a look and see how things are going on the leaderboard. And after that one, he will stay at the top of the leaderboard. All right, and let's see what happens on the 13th hole here. Going with the 9-iron. This is going towards the green here.
And I don't know
And
how that
I
can
think
be
he's going to
too
like
much.
that. And this putt is for birdie. Oh my lands, that was very close. And about 5 feet from the cup. Oh, I thought that one was going to be in.
Picking up a bogey.
And this for the bogey. And 1 under for the day after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4. I think he's going to like that. And about 220 yards away. Going with the hybrid here.
Bud, what are you doing? Right, you got your chips. Now go watch your tunes.
Well, not a very great approach shot there. Too much club, I think. And this putt is needed to save par. And after that hole, he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard. And setting up now on the 15th tee.
You're kidding.
I can't see him being too happy about that one. And I think he's going to like that. 14 feet away. Oh, I thought that was going to go. And now let's take a look at that leaderboard. And after that one, he's still holding on to the first place spot. The next hole we have before us is a par 3. Let's see what happens. And here's the 6-iron. And he's on the green. And this putt's for birdie. Ooh. And for the par.
Right. Put it back, please, bud. No, it's not yours.
And after that hole, 1 under for the day. Next up is the par 5. And look at the distance on this. And about 245 yards to the pin. This putt's about 13 feet from the cup. And that one will go for birdie. Okay, and he's still in first place, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the 18th hole.
Thank you, buddy.
And I doubt he's very happy about that shot. And that lie will be much more easy than the last one. And from here, it's about 240 yards to the pin. That looks like the hybrid. And nothing to write home about on that approach shot. And this next putt for a final round score of 71. Ooh, I thought that was going to go. This one's about 2 feet from the cup.
Well, guys, that is it
And
for me
ladies and
for
gentlemen, he will be
this
the
designer
winner here
series
today.
and most likely
Come
for
to an
today.
end, and
I
wow,
will be
he's
back
gotta just be so proud of
tomorrow,
himself. We're glad to see it.
most likely.
And folks, that's
Till
all
then,
she
guys,
wrote for us here today. Thank you
be
very
good.
much for
I will
tuning
catch
in,
you all
and we'll
next
see you next time.
video.